Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be how the narcissist plays the long game. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So defining the long game, first of all, what that is, it's when you have a goal, a purpose, something you are looking to accomplish or achieve over a long period of time. In other words, it's not instant gratification. It's something that you are looking forward to, and that's why it's the long game. Example, let's say you're a freshman in college. Well, you want to graduate university, right? So you have to go through 4 years of university, most likely, to graduate. That's the long game. That's what you have to do. So now jumping back into that with the narcissistic abusive relationship, the narcissist many times is playing the long game. And you didn't realize this until maybe this first video. You didn't realize it maybe until recently, but there was an end game to the relationship that you were a part of. Now, when I say relationship and game in the same sentence, that is how the narcissist sees existences and relationships. That's not how I see relationships. To me, relationships are built and they're supposed to be maintained and grown properly with nurture and with abundance and fortitude and commitment and taking the highs and the lows and doing the right thing and building each other up. That's not what the narcissist sees. They see you, or they saw you, as an opportunity. And they looked at you and your assets and your resources and what you could provide for them. And they said, whoa, this person, which was you have so many things that I'm going to take from you. And you don't even know that I will do that. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to trick you and trap you and manipulate you. Perhaps even have you fall in love with me, or have me relocate you around the globe, or have me go into business with you, or create a family, or have kids, or loan me money, whatever the narcissist was thinking. They saw a purpose in you. It was to provide a lifestyle. It was to provide a camouflage to the exterior world. So keep in mind, the narcissist, many times, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They portray themselves to be one person to the general public, and there's somebody completely different behind closed doors when you were with them. That's where most of the abuse is experienced. The gaslighting, the stonewalling, the silent treatment, the walking around on eggshells, the opening the front door and having to cut the tension with a butter knife, because you know the narcissist is just either A, sitting there thinking of how to manipulate you, or B, they're going to give you a whole bunch of reasons why you didn't do a certain thing, or you should have done something, or what you're going to do. In other words, a long laundry list of things to achieve. Could be cleaning the house, could be doing the dishes, walking the dog, paying the bills, putting gas in the car, etc. Could be anything. But this is how the narcissist exists. They look at people as opportunities, and they look at people as individuals to take advantage of, and they are frequently playing the long game. I'm talking about the narcissist. So let's jump into the family for a minute. Let's say that you were in a relationship with somebody and you fell in love and you got married to them, and then now you have a couple kids. Okay, well, turns out a couple years later you realize that the mask has slipped. You're in the devaluation stage. That relationship is not improving, and the kids are the long game. Now, focus with me here. The narcissist saw that you were a kind, loving, empathetic person, probably with a good job, a huge heart, and you had so much going for you that you couldn't see it even in yourself. Or maybe you did know your value and your worth, but you fell in love with an empty shell, which is the narcissist. Now, the narcissist cannot fall in love. They have no empathy, and they only care about one person, which is not you. They care about themselves. They don't care about anybody else, no matter what you think. But they looked at you, using this as the example, they looked at you as a person to provide a roof over their head, to pay their bills, to improve their lifestyle, to make them look better, to give them an elevation from the former relationship that they exited to a higher relationship with you, because you had to offer something for them. Usually the narcissist leapfrogs from relationship to relationship, and they're looking to always improve their circumstances. And when you enter the relationship with the narcissist, let's say you did get married and you had kids, or maybe you were a step parent, who knows, but you were meant to be in that relationship for that period of time, to raise the kids, to teach the kids right from wrong, to teach them fundamentals, to be there for them, to be a pillar for them. But the narcissist knew this. That's why the narcissist many times does not get the Parent of the Year award. On top of that, the narcissist knew that they did not want to be around the kids because many times the narcissist gets jaded and boring and they need to be on their smartphone or gallivanting the globe getting other sources of supply when they claim that they're in alleged seminars or classes or whatever they're doing. Who knows what these people do. But they wanted you to be back there to guard the fort, to protect the family, to raise the kids. And the end game there was when the kids got old enough and they did not need your services any longer, voila, discard central. That's what happens. Now, why I share that as an example, because that was an end game. The narcissist was playing the long game with you. They tricked you and trapped you and had you fall in love with them. And the purpose there was to raise the kids, to provide a unit of family for the kids. And then ultimately, when the narcissist found your replacement, they would discard you because the kids are now old enough. At least that's what the narcissist would think. That's just one example. Another end game would be this. The narcissist is your brother or sister, and your parents have assets, let's say money or houses or properties, whatever they have. Well, your brother or sister, your sibling, you now have figured out that they're a toxic, narcissistic individual. That's the reason why you cut ties with them and you ran for the hills as soon as you turned 18 or 21, because they weren't changing. They were only belittling you and hammering you and telling you that you would never amount to anything. And they were always comparing themselves with you. And every time they would call you or see you, they would be an energy vampire and try and suck all of the life force out of you. Over the years, you figured out that this person was somebody you didn't want to associate with, and then one day you Googled or typed something in the search engine about sibling won't talk to me or sibling acting strange, and you found out that perhaps that person is a toxic, narcissistic individual. So, okay, so that's now clarified, but your parents have resources, or let's say one of your parents is around and they have resources. Well, your sibling now knows that they're gonna play the long game and they're gonna wait it out until that parent, unfortunately, exits the planet. And then what will that sibling be doing? They're gonna go for the money grab. They're going to look to grab as much of that inheritance as they possibly can get their hands on. And they will do anything they possibly can. Forge documents. They will claim that they don't have money. They will twist words in the will. They will do whatever they can do to get as much money possible from the inheritance or resources from the inheritance. Because do they care about their parent? Absolutely not. Do they care about you? No, they don't. What do they care about? They care about money. And in this case, the long game is they will just wait it out and just wait till the parent is no longer with us and they will get what they need to. And that is a real life example, by the way, just to let you know. All these examples are real things. The narcissist is many times playing the long game. And the long game, what it entails is you as a source of supply to be constantly there waiting in the wings, wondering what the narcissist is doing, trying to figure out what the next move will be, how they are doing this, that, and the other thing. But the whole point of why I'm sharing this is many people I work with during one-on-one sessions are still tethered to the narcissist. Many are still married, they're trying to break free. Many have broken free from the marriage, but they're still tied together by children or by assets, or they still live in the same town or community as the narcissist. These are very challenging things to go through, to say the least. But the narcissist knows what they are doing. They knew what they were doing when they entered the relationship with you. They know what they're doing right now, and they know what they're about to do. The whole point, what I'm mentioning here, is the narcissist needs people. They have a affliction, an addiction to people, if you will. They need people to regulate themselves. And at one period of time, that was you. It was me. When you finally wrap your head around what narcissism is and how it affected you for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship you're thinking about, or maybe you're still in it right now looking for an exit plan, which is for a whole different video. But when you finally understand that, then you say to yourself, wow, I cannot believe this. These people actually do exist, and I want nothing to do with them. I don't want them to know anything about me. I don't want them to know where I am, who I am seeing, what my friends are, what my hobbies are. I want nothing because I put myself back together. You see, I've accomplished something that many people don't get to do, which is I've broken the spell. I've broken the trauma bond. I've cut all the ties, the emotional ties, the financial ties, the physical ties, and the spiritual ties with the narcissist. And that took a mountain of work. But I put myself back together and I've healed. Perhaps I've even reached the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, when you no longer care about the narcissist or any people associated with that period of time. God bless them all. You wish them the best, but just stay away from me. But as the thumbnail mentions, why the narcissist plays the long game? They play it because they never think they will be discovered. The narcissist believes they're smarter than you. They believe that they're more intelligent than you, that you'll never figure out who they are. And this is why so frequently when the narcissist finally gets what they want from people, maybe it's assets, maybe it's a broken heart, maybe it's taking money or tangible assets, whatever it is, that's when usually they will discard people and then throw them away, crumble them up like a sheet of paper and throw them away on the freeway. The reason they do that is, again, because they can, number one. Because number two, they want to inflict as much damage on you as possible. Number three, because they know where they place you. They place you in the trauma bond, or the narcissistic fog, as I call it. This is a place you did not even know it existed, but that's where you were existing for a long period of time. Throughout the devaluation stage, you were not living, you were existing. And post-narcissistic relationship, I'll tell you right now, when you get clear, you will look back on that devaluation stage and you will be amazed and in awe of how A, you got out of it, B, how you survived, and C, how did the heck this ever happen to you? Again, that's for a whole different video. But when you process these things and you understand what you went through, and that the narcissist does know what they're doing, and right now they are doing it with the new supply, or by now perhaps there is a new supply. Who knows? Maybe the narcissist is married for the third or fourth or fifth time. I don't know what to tell you. What I can tell you is the narcissist is trapped in that cycle, the cycle of devastation, manipulation, lies, mistrust, and deception. And you are not in that cycle any longer, or at least my hope is you're not in it, because you've gone no contact. You've blocked the narcissist, you've removed them and all flying monkeys and people associated with them, and you are well on the healing path. You're getting the wisdom, you're becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and you are understanding that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. You are the galvanized version of yourself, the strongest version of yourself known to humankind, a version you did not even know it existed. And the three versions of you, I will tell you right now, the first version is the version of you before you met the narcissist. You probably were just going through life with rose-colored glasses, or just living life, doing what you were doing in the everyday fog, which I can explain what that is in a different video. And then the second version of you is when you met the narcissist. That's when you were tricked and trapped and manipulated, and you were existing in the devaluation stage. You were giving to a fault. Maybe you were a people pleaser, a yes person. Perhaps you did not have boundaries or didn't learn how to say the word no, the strongest word in the English language. Remember, when you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. And that is something the narcissist doesn't want. They don't want anyone to say no to them. That is like narcissist repellent when you say the word no. It's like a big bug spray. No, no, no. They don't like it, but that's what you need to do to insulate yourself. But when you understand all these things, that's when you become small. You get off the radar and you have shed all the ties with the narcissist, and you understand that they had a long game with you, and perhaps they accomplished the goal with you in that long game. Perhaps your relationship was only supposed to be a period of time until the kids got into high school. Who knows what it was? Maybe it was when they were 18. Maybe it was when you finally sold the house. Maybe it was when somebody passed away. I don't know the exact details, but what I'm sharing is every narcissistic relationship, number one, has an expiration date, each and every one of them. Number two, the narcissist knew what they were doing with you. Each and every day they pressed the gas pedal more and more and more. They were trying to break you. They were trying to keep you trapped in the trauma bond. They did not want you to escape. They did not want you to heal, and they did not want you to figure out who they were. These are all facts. The next thing you need to understand is if your relationship ended recently, the narcissist will not give you closure. What is closure? It's when you come to terms and you sit down and you discuss the ending of something or a relationship and you're at peace with it. Maybe it's not the outcome that you wanted, but you accept what has happened. And the narcissist will never give you this, A, because they don't want to, B, because they can't introspect, and C, because they want you stuck in that narcissistic fog. They don't want you healing. They don't want you growing. They don't want you falling in love again. They don't want you developing new friendships or relationships. They do not want you putting yourself back together. The narcissist is a broken individual themselves, and they try their best to break and trap and manipulate other individuals. And they do this, they accomplish this. Until when? Until they don't. Until you get the wisdom. You apply the tools that I provide for you on the channel. You share your insight and experiences with the community, and you pay it forward when your cup is full. Understand this. Another part of the video I want to let you know is you need to trust yourself, and you need to trust your instincts and pay attention to red flags. Trust is something that needs to be earned from another individual. You don't just give your trust blindly to somebody. Once they jump through hoops and get to you, meaning they've proven who they are and they're not a toxic person and you want to be around them, that's great. But no longer do we just open up and overshare information about ourselves with complete strangers or with people we want to enter relationships with. No, no, no. That's what we did when we were with the narcissist, and look how that turned out. So now, after we've healed, or we are well on the healing path, and we've put ourselves back together, and we've reached that pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, when you get there, people need to now jump through hoops to get to you. Now, I'm not saying go join the circus and learn how to jump through hoops. What I'm saying is people have to prove themselves. You give them 1 strike or 2 strikes, but you don't give them 3 strikes any longer. I personally am a believer of the 2-strike rule. You show me once who you are, fair enough, I'll give you a mulligan, I get it. But if you do it again, You're gone. Don't need you. There are 8 billion people on the planet I can communicate with. You can too. Why surround yourself with toxic individuals whose actions won't match their words? I hear this each and every day with people. Well, this person said they were going to do this, meet me at this time, boom, 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 and they don't. And it happens over and over and over again. Well, what's happening there is you're losing your life. You're sitting around waiting for someone to connect with you at a certain period of time, and they're not on time. So they don't clearly value your time. So should you value their time? No, you shouldn't. We already did all these things with the narcissistic relationship. We've learned now. We know that our time is the most valuable commodity we have. You can't get it back. And yes, there are people that don't believe time exists. Think whatever you want. It's up to you. God bless you. I believe time does exist, and it's the most valuable commodity we have because we can pay things forward. We can educate ourselves. We can grow. We can learn. We can teach. We can take a class, teach a class, read a book, write a book. We can improve ourselves, and we can learn from the toxic narcissistic relationship that we had to go through. We can learn the lifelong lessons from that period of time. We will not be predicting the future, but what we will be doing is living in the present moment, the here and now. Living in the present moment is the path. So guys, understand the video. The narcissist played the long game, and they're doing it right now with somebody else or multiple people. I can assure you, it's what these parasites do. That's not what you do. You live your life each and every day. You are an abundant, beautiful, bright, shining light, and you have so much positivity to offer those loved and trusted ones around you. You are the sun in the trees in the forest behind me. That's what you are. The narcissist wanted to capture that little bit of sun, which is you, and steal it for a period of time. And they hoped you would never regain your strength back. That's not what happened. A strange thing along the way happened. You found the beautiful, bright, shining light within you. You're here. You're becoming awakened and aware, and you understand you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it. From the beautiful Carolinas, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. You are not alone. God bless you. I love you all. You are not alone. And remember, this beautiful sunshine, that is you. I love you guys. I'm sending you all a huge virtual hug. I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye.